Hey everybody, Deplorable Bobby here, and this is the way I see it. I'll tell you, I've had a hard time getting on here tonight. I lost my Wi-Fi and like I never got this thing hooked back up. I was on the phone for like an hour and 15 minutes with Comcast. Oh, I'm telling you, that was a that was a headache, people. But anyway, I hope we got it going on now. So, like I said, I'm Deplorable Bobby. This is the way I see it. And I want to put up a little disclaimer here. You know, I stand with President Trump in his efforts to end human trafficking of all kinds everywhere. My purpose is to give a voice to the sexually abused, the aborted, the trafficked, all the exploited children around the world, especially here in the United States. I'll be a voice louder than thunder for those poor children who have no voice at all. I ask you to pray for our children, the ones lost. For God, I'll never forget them. We need to pray for the least, the last, and the lost of our children. You have to remember 800,000 children disappear every year in the United States alone. It's a total disgrace. This stuff's got to change. I'd like you to donate to Live Action Pro-Life. If you go to my Facebook page, Robert Beatty, B-E-A-T-Y, you'll find a link to donate to them. They are a super great organization. I vetted them thoroughly, and they are a fine, fine organization working to help our children. I want to thank Net for Truth USA and Atomic News. They've supported me, and I'm grateful for that. And I wouldn't have any subscribers, I'm sure, if it weren't for them. So I want to give them a big shout out. But tonight we're going to just bounce off a couple of things. I'm not going to stay too long. Everybody's talking about Jussie Smollett. I mean, it's everywhere on the internet. It's on every channel, everywhere you look. So I'm not going to be on it very long. I just want to mention the fact that we all know the story. And, you know, all up that the MSN put out about the poor guy that got it, you know, beat up by a couple of white Trump supporters, got bleach thrown on him, had a noose put around his neck. Funny thing, though, he never dropped his Subway sandwich, you know, and when the police got to him, he still had the damn noose around his neck. I mean, come on, people. And you know, by the way, bleach freezes at 19 to 11 degrees. So I doubt if they could have thrown it very far before it froze, especially when the wind chill was 50 below zero. But anyway, he's uncooperative with the cops. You know, he wouldn't turn over his cell phone. Anyway, he's been arrested. And he's facing possible other charges. So this guy, instead of, you know, making his life really sweet and peachy, you know, with all these sad stories about how he was beat up. Well, on the 29th is when this happened. On the 22nd, he called the cops and said he received a letter with white powder in it that they found to be Tylenol. And they're looking at fingerprints, and they're thinking it's probably him that sent the letter to himself. That's another charge altogether. This guy is digging his hole deeper and deeper by the minute. Best thing he can do is lawyer up and shut up. I mean, that's just the way it is. He's ruined his career. Of course, he'll always be a little soldier for the deep state. But anyway, I want to bounce a couple things off to you on this election we got going on here. You know, it's really funny. Last election we had, I don't know if I think it was 18 or 19 Republicans running. Well, this year we got a whole lot more Democrats running. There's dozens of them. So I'm just going to bounce through them right quick. And I'll tell you the ones that are running and the ones that are thinking about running and have started exploratory committees to see if they stand a chance. And so first we got Elizabeth Warren. She's running. Joe Biden, creepy Joe Uncle Biden pedophile. Yeah, he's not decided yet. He's 75 years old. I don't know. Pass him by. Kamala Harris, she's running. She's a rising star. But Lord, she's got a lot of baggage too. And then of course we got Bernie Sanders. Good old Bernie, good old Bernie who had his vote stolen from him, and like a good trooper, he went ahead and sucked it up and backed Hillary Clinton. I mean, come on, Bernie, you're such a penny waste. And then you got Julian Castro. I mean, he's just an Obama ally. He's another Obama. He's just, get him in office, you might as well have Obama in office. So then you got Kirsten Gillibrand, and she's a big Me Too person. She supports all this Me Too movement, but look a little deeper in her background, people. She ain't all that much on Me Too. And of course, then you got the rising star in Texas. He's a rock star, Beto O'Rourke. There was a tight race between him and Ted Cruz, but Ted Cruz took it on, and he made it to the top and put this poor little boy back in his place. And then you got Sherrod Brown. You ever heard of Sherrod Brown? I haven't. It's what's going on with these people. We got a lot of them here we never even heard of. My battery's running low. I gotta hurry. Amy Kokla Barker. I can't even say that name. Anyway, she's running. Cory Booker, Spartacus, he's running. What an idiot that boy is. And then you got Stacey Abrams, failed gubernatorial candidate in Georgia, who has yet to concede to the winner of the governor race, Brian Kemp. Bill de Blasio, oh my God, progressive mayor out of New York. Howard Schultz, Starbucks tycoon. Hillary Clinton, Andrew Gillum. Pete, get this name, Buddy Gigged. Now, how would you like to say that 100 times a day, Mr. President? Buddy Gigged? I think I'd change my damn name. And then, of course, you got Oprah Winfrey, and yes, that's Oprah. She don't know what she's doing, but she's looking at it. Then you got this girl, Tulsi Gabbard. She's 37 years old. She's an Iraqi war veteran, and she's committed. She's running. Mitch Landrieu, 58-year-old New Orleans mayor. He's thinking about it. Eric Holder's thinking about it. Andrew Yang, he's committed. And then you got that piece of shit turncoat John Kerry, traitor from hell. He's not committed. He knows better. He's just thinking about it. He wants to put his name out there, get a little bit of publicity. He ain't going to run. He wouldn't make it first the pass vote. Tim Ryan, he's a Midwest moderate. He might be okay for a Democrat, but I'm not giving him any thumbs up. Then you got Marianne Williams. She's a spiritual counselor. Oh my God, that's just what we need, is a spiritual counselor in the White House. And then you got The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Come on, Rock. Why the hell are you a Democrat? You know better. Tim Kaine, failed vice president challenger with Hillary Clinton back in 2016. A total idiot. Then you have Mark Cuban. He's supposed to be the left's Trump. Well, let me tell you something, people. The left ain't got a Trump. Ain't but one Trump. That man stands on the right hand of God and the right hand of politics. So, Mark Cuban, you just are left out on the left. And then you got John Hickenlooper. He's a low-key moderate. He don't say a whole lot. You don't hear much about him. Terry McAuliffe. He's a big pal of the Clintons, I'd like to see what's going to happen if he runs and Hillary runs, because they're good buddies. I think they share a lot of the same children together. 68-year-old Jay Inslee. He's a big climate campaigner. He's a big, global warming guy. He's one of these Al Gore lookalikes. Then you got Jeff Merkel, 62-year-old Oregon senator. And if you're from Oregon, you're a damn liberal from hell. Mark Warner, 64, economic moderate. I don't believe there's such a thing as an economic moderate. Either you're you're for economic growth or you're not. I don't want to hear this. I'm a moderate, especially if you're a Democrat. There ain't no such thing as a demon rat moderate. They're all far left liberals. 52-year-old little known governors, Steve Bullock, Michael Bennett, soft-spoken moderate. He's a wimp. That's what he is. He's a wimp. Soft-spoken. John Delaney. He's an ex-tech entrepreneur. He's got all these big ideas of how to, integrate IT into our society and all this kind of stuff. That's just what we need. An high-tech man in the White House. And then you got this total idiot, Eric Swalwell. This guy, every time he opens his mouth, he sticks both feet in it. He thinks that he's Ron DeSantis, but he ain't. And he never will be. He's just a California congressman from hell that needs to be put in his place, which is somewhere outside of Congress. Jason Kander, 37-year-old Army veteran. I praise his service. Thank you, brother, for your service. But I got nothing for you, man. You got nothing I want to hear. And then you got Seth Moulton. He's a 40-year-old ex-Marine with Semper Fi, big boy. But you still ain't got nothing coming out of your mouth I want to hear. So that's what it's going to be tonight, people. I just wanted to throw that stuff out there at you. Get a video out here tonight. I had such a hard time getting online. I just shortened everything up. But we have to remember our children, people. I have a story, but I don't want this to run too long. So I'm not going to go into detail on the story, but I will say this. We have to remember our exploited children, the ones that are abused, the ones that are trafficked, the ones that are sold by the hour, the ones that are sold for a price, the ones that are raped, the ones that are, I'm sorry, people, the ones that are sacrificed. And yes, I'm a firm believer that child sacrifice goes on in this country on a daily basis. It's got to stop, people. We have to remember our children. So I'm going to say it one more time. You can go to my Facebook page, Robert Beatty, Beaty, and scroll down and you'll find a link for Live Action Pro-Life. And please donate. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Send me comments. Tell me what you'd like for me to report on, talk about. Give me a call. My phone number's in my bio. I'll talk to you anytime. If you can't answer, I promise I'll send you a text back. So, this is Deplorable Bobby, and this is the way I see it. Y'all have a good night.